Hello and welcome to Flight Simulator and this little video on using the Navigraph charts for flight planning. So I usually use the professional flight planner, PFDX I think it's called down here, which is a cool one. Also outputs really good data and stuff, but it has a little bit some issues with the planning, with the routes it chooses. So I tried out the Navigraph charts, mostly because I wanted charts, but I think the planning feature is slightly better. So here I'm using the desktop version, but I usually use the Android version. So I have Android for you for having looking at charts and planning stuff. We'll show it here. So we're gonna do plan a flight. We're gonna go from we're going to new flight, manual input, we'll go from KMCO, Lando, we're going to go short hop to Miami. Auto generate route options. We'll go high airways. Great. So actually this is just direct route, I think. Yeah. No, actually no, it's not direct. It goes from to eBay here. So show route, which is here. If you go type routing, you go KMCO direct TOR direct KMA. So we'll see, look at the weather, see how I plan this. KMCO. Done the weather first. I was thinking about this thing. So, lots of buttons here. You can go choose the runway, and then you get to choose departure, and you can watch them, see them, show visual overview. If you press here, you get display on map, open charts list, so we can open chart list. And I usually put up the taxi, so airport information. I usually put that down there because I want to see that. I don't need these star. See. So these little pins make them show up there, which is the same on the Android or iPad app, I think. So taxi, this means we'll get the airport information. This chart basically showing up down here, so that's a fast way to get into it. See if we get some weather, so we can see. So 3005, so we'll go off. And let's get, look here, we're parked over here at this west ramp, so we're gonna go 36 left, I think. So we can go back here first, go runways 36 left. This one, look at departure. It doesn't really show you, and if by default we can go along the 4, I think. So if we go sit here, we'll take a look at Orlando 4. We'll pin that one. We'll also pin B6 right in case we need to come back. And we have the airport here, we have a departure, and with the ILS in case we need to come back. So then you have runway 6, Orlando 4, TRV, send direct to Miami. We'll look at Miami, we'll check the weather here. MIA. So is it no winds, and we'll probably go come in from the ocean, I think. I don't know what you would. So I'll choose approach first. We'll go ILS. We'll go 26. Go 27 maybe. So 27. Hendon arrival. Looks good. Arrivals. So TFR Annie 4. Choose that. So we'll get that in green here. Annie 4. So we can get that. App star Annie 4. This one. Go approach runway 27. ILS, pin that one, taxi, airport information, pin that one. Let's see which cargo ramp we should use. I don't know which is UPS. We'll pin that either way. So good. So now we have show the route type routing. So it will be KMC, 36 left, Orlando 4, TRV, Annie 4, Kimmy, and then maybe 27. 27. And then down here we have everything checked. So we have checked the Orlando charts, taxi charts, Orlando departure charge, ILS. There are tons of more charts you can do. And then go to Annie 4 arrival, ILS 27 right, 27, and you have it. Taxi 27 is this one, so we'll probably just taxi either here or there. Charts. So that's basically in there 167 nautical miles, so we can go into my little Excel spreadsheet here. So we'll go 67 miles, and the alternate is the same, so we'll go back there. See cargo, and we'll go 25,000 feet, 25,000 kilos, 20 tons, which means we need 8,000 kilos. We'll go 1,500 more just in case. 9,681 kilos. Bingo fuel is 5,600 ton, 5.6 tons. Fuel 600, that doesn't seem right. Seems a little low, does it? Flight time is 7.4. Taxi, sorry. That's trip 1800. Alt back. Continue to see. So, okay, so this is just a spreadsheet I did ages ago for planning purposes. So, then we go in here. Set the time because we are. Time wasn't right. Here's the part where it's kind of cool because they sync automatically. So if I go into my Android app, I can find my flight there and bring it up. Then I can input it. So going from so we'll go routing, we'll go from KMCO, we'll go to KMIA, departure, be 36 left, land of 4, TRWB, and we'll go arrival. You don't have to input arrival, but we can do it. So arrival will be NE4, TRV transition, go 27 less head on transition. Activate. So everything really sweet and simple. So all vectors. It's 219, so that's good. I checked. This one thing that doesn't really work. It's the input here. I think that's like direct. It doesn't count the arrivals or departure routes for some reason. So we'll change the fuel. 209, 210. Brings us to 11,000, so, and 6.5 almost, so that's a difference. So that's about it. Oh. I shall do the flight. So load it up. We'll go 12.2. Load it up. And we'll go start this. Flights. So it's not a very long flight, so we'll go 25,000 feet maybe. Cargo is 20,000, 20,000 is 400. So we'll see our fuel weight. We'll check our cheats here. 0.1. So was 6.5. 6, and we'll go 25,000 feet. Level 250. Takeoff will be flaps 5. Level 25. If we want to, we could start Top Cat actually. Because Top Cats is kind of cool. Takeoff and landing performance calculation tool. So we can go. Where is it? Here it is. Freighter. So we'll use that. This is flight 370. Go KMCO to KMI. I actually put in here. We'll put in 19,703. Fuel on board is 12.0. Zero fuel weight seems a bit off. 109.60. So we'll go. There was another ton there. So I guess it's the difference between zero fuel weight, no dry operating weight. 89 M12 89357. That's the difference there. But okay. So we'll go to 10. KMCO. Trip fuel, taxi fuel, we don't. Fuel on board, we don't have to do that. Play that's okay. You can have a load sheet if you want to. That's kind of cool. Payload distribution. Okay, let's go takeoff. We'll go update the weather. 36 left. Compute. Flaps 5, 71. I still have like a big margin, so go 71. So we'll put 71 here. Thrust. Derated takeoff. Speeds there. And that's pretty much it. Then it's just preparing everything. So look outside here. So everything is closed up, so we can actually start that. Everything is working. So if we, it's kind of cool, cool plane. I don't know if anyone uses this, but I think it's a pretty cool plane. You can still do stuff, lots of stuff. Actually, go ground call here. Go 3 pushback. So 30 is a little bit too less. We'll go 50 usually. Okay. Straight back, we'll go actually to the left, I think. Okay. And then we'll call it.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, Captain.
We are cleared for push and start.
Start APU.
Park
So we can
brakes,
start.
please.
Brakes are set to park.
That's starting up. Does take a bit of time. You can put it in status.
Release brakes.
Brakes released.
CG trim is quite low, 1.9. So when this goes up to RPM 100 or ish, then we can start the start engines. Let's turn on flight vectors. This is not a widescreen panel, but it actually works okay, I think. Almost there. Go. So we go post, overhead, we'll go start this one first.
Starting engines.
So it goes up to, N2 goes up to 15, we'll introduce fuel. So,
Push complete. Set brakes.
brakes.
Brakes are set to park. Cleared to disconnect interphone.
And then this thing
Clear to
goes up,
disconnect
but it goes
interphone.
50, it's down, basically. Go, click there. I'll shut off auto stop number 1. The same, 15, we'll introduce fuel. I like level D. This is level D. This is really a good add-on still. It's been around for quite some time. It's a good add-on. Okay, it's good. We got both. Auto. Turn the isolation valves off. Let's do that. Recall. Nothing to check. Turn on logo. good. Go flaps. 5. Take off. And we'll start taxiing off to our runway for takeoff. I'll show you runway. Takeoff. It's kind of cool.
Unhook any external device.
I thought it did it by itself. Sorry. Usually does that by default when after pushback. I did tell it to do that. Oh, well, weird. I should have remembered that. My bad. It was electrics, I think. Okay, so unplug the electrics before you push back.
Cabin crew, seats for departure, please.
So,
Reverse thrust set.
kind of light. Moves pretty fast, so careful with the thrust. This is good scenery also. KMCO, I can't remember who did it. One of the last sceneries I bought for FS2004 before I switched to mostly to X-Plane. I still fly a lot of X-Plane, though I've been flying bit FS2009 last year weeks, and that's mostly because I have some issues with my X52 joystick, or if it's the throttle quadrant. But when I connect those, which are really nice to fly and I use them for X-Plane, when I connect those I have issues with the other joystick which I use for Farming Simulator, so we'll bring up our taxi chart. Sorry, missed the runway turn off here. I think I discovered a issue, because if you look at Android app, it doesn't show my port. For some reason that didn't show that, you know, the sticky things doesn't show my airport. So KMCO didn't come on. All the stuff at KMI are there, but not at Orlando. Okay, so get some wings and we'll put on the lights. Okay, another 36 left. Why is that there? Okay, so good. So 22:29. Heck of a D-rated takeoff still. Doesn't weigh anything, so doesn't weigh very much. Rotate. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna stop. Oh, sorry. The flaps. I'm gonna stop recording now. Anyway, thank you for watching. This was mostly planning episode, but still, have a good day. Bye bye. I'm Andy. Take care.